We have the Gen Z in the building today. The Gen Z are in the building. Oh, Lord help us. You guys consider Nigeria home?
I grew up there, I was born there, everything. The weather wasn't a culture shock because you come and you know it's going to be cold. But like actually experiencing your first winter here, it will show you shiggy. Like,
I'm just like, why do you want flies all over your food?
I thought I was street smart in London until I went to Lagos. Hold your belongings.
hold your phone, hold your bag, hold your fan,
Hold yourself.
power bank.
If you can see that something's looking dangerous, like if there's a fight, don't go and look.
These are rich kids. So these ones. Did you guys experience racism or have you?
I didn't know I was experiencing racism until you get to understand the British culture.
It's not nice to come from another country and to feel like, you know, people are being like, oh, you know, go back.
Are you guys doing Dirty December this year?
Always.
Always
It's going to be late.
Hi guys, I'm Chioma.
I'm Tolani.
And I'm Bolu.
And in today's episode, we discuss Dirty December.
Culture shocks.
And dual citizenship.
Make sure you like and subscribe because you want to hear about this today.
Teaching you how to Japada in style.
Hiya, welcome to the Japada Pod, where we turn Jakba into Japada and we do it in style. My name is Mololuwa and I'm joined by my mother. Hi, mother.
Hi, daughter. And my name is still Atinuke. And as promised, we are switching gears, you know, just a little bit. So welcome to our Diaspora Diaries. It's a new series that we are running, yeah?
Yep, we're delving into what it's like really to be an African diasporan. We aren't doing this alone. We have the Gen Z in the building today. The Gen Z are in the building. Oh, Lord help us.
And with a panel like this, you sure know that it's going to be fire. It's going to be lit. So I need a thumbs up to encourage them, right? And get your drink, popcorn, and whatever it is you want to take along with your drink. Just sit still because I know you're going to laugh, you're going to shout, you're going to scream, you're going to do all sorts. But make sure you comment, right?
Yes.
So,
and of course, if this is your first time seeing our faces, first of all, that's a sin. But you can make up for it by subscribing, by liking, by commenting, by sharing, by giving us 5 stars on whatever podcast streaming platform you're listening from, and we'll consider forgiving you. But before we really get into it, I feel like we need to have the Gen Z introduce themselves.
Oh, yeah.
This is quite the trio, I must say.
Yeah.
I must say. So should we start from my furthest away from me? Hi, fine girl.
Hi. Hey. My name is Chioma Bolu.
Period. Hey, Chioma. Chioma, we have an inside joke with Chioma. Chioma, I love her. Hi.
Hi. My name's Tolani.
Hey, Tolani.
Nice to be here.
Honestly, you're so beautiful. I feel like I was saying that Tolani is made for the camera.
Thank you.
Definitely has a camera
I'm
face.
too shy, but I said I have to be here today.
Aww.
I have to.
Thank you, Tolani, for coming. Hey.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Bolu.
Hi, Bolu.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
From the faces, I'm sure some of you can guess.
Do you guys
look at
think we
those
look
two
alike?
faces?
Yeah.
Even with makeup on?
I feel with makeup it's more.
Okay.
It's more obvious.
Yeah, it's
like
actually,
twins,
I
right?
think
Like,
it's actually
that's
more
really
with makeup, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Anyway, if you can guess, that relationship, put it in the comment section. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's break the ice.
Yes.
We're going to start with some statements, right?
Okay.
I will say the statement and you need to complete it with the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Each one of you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can all just jump in.
Yeah.
There's no particular order. The ultimate Nigerian breakfast of champions is
Yam and egg.
It is yam and egg.
Is it?
Or
Plantain
plantain and egg.
Plantain and
Yeah.
egg. I feel like
Definitely egg.
yam definitely beats plantain for me, Sha.
Plantain
Yeah,
and egg is my go-to.
But when you're talking about Nigerian breakfast, have you
True.
not seen people that will eat pounded
They
yam?
can eat eba in the morning, so like anything is possible.
I was definitely thinking something bread related for some reason.
We
I
know.
see
We know
videos
where that
people-
thinking is coming from. You know, if
I
it
see
is
people like cut an entire loaf of bread and put stuff in it and close it. Like, one sandwich is the entire loaf.
They do
I
like a
think.
bread and egg, a bread and egg.
Or
Yeah.
bread and tea type thing.
Bread and
But that's
akara,
like a
bread and
snack.
beans.
Yeah, like pap and ankara as well.
Yeah, pap and akara is also a
Ooh,
big
that's-
one.
No, I've never been a fan of bread and
Brenda and
akara.
I,
think
where we're
that's
going.
just overloaded.
Well, bread and akara is too much.
Really? It's so dense. I think the combination of two. With akara, you've got to wash it down with custard or pap or something.
It's because that's what maybe you're used to.
Yeah,
Maybe
I guess
that's
it's like
why.
they call it African burger. Okay, cool. The next one, the biggest culture shock. This is obviously not for you, Bolu, for reasons that we'll disclose. The
maybe
culture
ours will
shock.
be the other way around.
Okay,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
So, the biggest culture shock when I first moved to the UK was, or the biggest culture shock when I first visited Nigeria was.
I think I'll say the weather wasn't a culture shock because you come and you know it's going to be cold, but like actually experiencing your first winter here, it will show you shiggy. Like,
That is very true.
because obviously in Nigeria is very hot, so you never, like at most it's just going to be raining and it'll be a bit chilly. But like a proper winter with snow, like you'll get your coat and everything, you think you'll be fine. The coat wasn't enough, the layers were never enough. It was...
Wow. So winter humbled you.
Yeah, it did.
I would say like this is related to weather as well, but like when it's summer, the summer culture, like sitting outside, going to the pub, it shocked me so much because I was like, who enjoys sitting outside this much? Like, have you never seen the sun? but then thing is, because my parents do the same thing when we go on holiday, they'll say, oh, let's sit outside. I'm always the one that's advocate for inside. Obviously, majority, rules me out, but I'm just like, why do you want flies all over your food?
Fair enough. Oh, how about the toplessness though? Men that small sun like this, everybody has taken
they're
their top off.
topless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
I think
topless on walking around.
They do that in Nigeria as well, though.
Yeah, but I'm not
Do
really.
they?
Well, you get used to it quicker because
Okay.
it's just like, okay.
I don't think it's a very regular scene in Nigeria to see
Men
guys
just-
topless.
Casually.
Yeah.
Is it?
But
Maybe
no-
amongst your friends, but I mean, on the street, you can see people
Okay,
going.
yeah, okay,
they're
that is
jumping
fair
on the
enough.
train, and you can. They
Okay,
can,
yeah,
they'll
that's
just,
true.
you
Like
know,
public transport shirtless has.
and you'll
it's
be like,
crazy.
I think the thing about summer. I remember the first time I experienced at 9:00, and it's still so like daylight. I'm like,
okay,
when are we
9
going to
PM.
sleep? And in the morning when it's 4 a.m., it's already
Light.
no. That first time, I was having headache every day because it was like I wasn't having enough sleep. Yeah, I wasn't having enough sleep.
Couldn't you just sleep while it was still light outside?
No, that's not when to sleep.
How about you, Bolu?
So,
When you
the other way around for you.
I think mine would actually be just a little bit deeper, but in terms of being street smart, I think I thought I was street smart in
Yeah.
London until I went to Lagos, and I just realised I think everybody's so switched on at all points because not anything can happen. I won't dramatise it, but I think even when we would go out and stuff, there are small things that I would do that you correct me on, like getting out of the car on the wrong side, like closer to the main road. Whereas here, I'll just slip out like close to the road. But there are certain things that like you guys corrected me on and stuff. But yeah, I think in terms of that, being like 10 toes all the time.
Yeah.
Because here I can be a little bit reckless, like be on my phone anyhow, both ears in with music, not really that observant of my environment. And then in Nigeria, it was very different, I think.
fair enough. How did you guys meet?
We met in school.
Boarding school at sixth form, and then on the first day everyone's moving in, I walk into my room and I see Bolu just standing there packing her stuff. I'm just a shy girl. I'm here with my whole family, so I'm just like, hi. I think by this time the rest of the family had left,
they'd
so
already dropped me
because
off.
I came late, I don't know how, but anyways, so yeah, so it was just nice. Just talking, we just started talking, unpacking, and we just kind of clicked. I don't know. I think
we
it was
bonded very quickly.
yeah, I think it was also because we were in the same room naturally, but also the environment we were in, it was nice to kind of have some sort of comfort because we both found out we're both Nigerian, both Yoruba. I think from the names we kind of already knew
exactly.
like what kind of vibe. So I was just really excited, kind of. And then later on, a few days later,
I come in because I was late from Naija. I was telling my mom, like, Mom, please. Like, and then she was like, and then I came like maybe like 2 or 3 days a bit late. Obviously, I already knew Tolani from secondary school because we went to the same secondary school together.
In Nigeria.
Yeah, in Nigeria. And then I was already texting her the whole time. I was like, is anything fun? Tell me nothing fun is happening. Tell me I'm not missing anything. She was like, oh, she's met our other roommate because we were in a 3-person dorm room together. So she was like, oh, our roommate is really nice. You're going to like her when you come, all of this, all of that.
Why did I never know?
Because the whole time before Chioma came, I was just gassing out to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, oh, she's so funny.
Yeah.
She's nice. I was telling everybody, you're going to like her because I just want everybody to be friends.
Yeah. So when I came, we now met. Obviously, I came into the room. They all helped me like move in and stuff. So everyone came outside, helped me bring all my stuff inside. And then we now just I think we spent that night. We just stayed up that night. We were all just talking. Because obviously they knew each other. So I was trying to catch up. But we all just clicked and we got so close. Like even till now, we're all still friends.
We bonded so quickly. I think our environment definitely was a big part of bringing us together.
Yeah.
But in that room, a lot of bonding was done, especially in the night. We were always talking. Like,
Always.
It got to a point where I had to try and do a midnight lights out for our room. Where I was like, we turn the lights off at midnight because if not, we'll be talking all through the night about everything that was.
Really? And that's quite strange though. But good in a way that, you guys found so many things. You must have found things in common for you to be just talking like that. Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, Tolani and Chioma, you guys mentioned that you went to the same school. So tell me a bit about that. How come you guys went to school in Nigeria?
Basically, my parents still live in Nigeria. I was born in London and then they moved back. Well, it's a longer story than that. But long story short, they basically moved back like right after I was born.
Okay.
So I kind of grew up there. My dad's story is that he just wanted us to grow up in the environment where we're from, like learn cultural roots, kind of gain that kind of mindset, and then bring us back to the UK for like further education, just so we're kind of well-rounded in that sense, because both my parents kind of did the same thing.
Okay.
So it's just to give us best of both worlds, to kind of be able to expand our network, build those necessary connections, and also further connections being at uni and stuff. So
Shout out to Tolani's parents. Yeah. You guys are intentional parents. Yeah. Well
Tolani,
done.
are you the firstborn?
no, I'm the third of 5.
Right, so they've had practice runs. So by you, they're like, okay, we know what.
No, we have to. But she also said that they experienced it.
Okay, it's true. Your parents had that experience.
They had that
themselves,
experience, and they maybe
thought it was worth
saw that.
passing down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tolani's mom and dad. How about you, Chioma? You went to school in Nigeria. How come?
Yeah, I grew up there. I was born there, everything. So, yeah, we did primary school and secondary school there. Me and all my siblings did that as well. And then it was now time for sixth form. And then we've all either gone here or to America.
Okay.
And then, yeah, just for further education as well. Like, uni in Nigeria isn't bad, but I would do say it's a bit better here than there. It also depending on, like, how you want to continue your life after that point as well.
Hold on. We see you watching and you haven't subscribed, liked, or even comment.
What's going on?
What is this?
Assist us below. Thank you. Okay, let's go.
You guys consider Nigeria home?
Yeah.
It'll always be my home.
Yeah, my parents are still
Bolu
there as
didn't
well.
say, I didn't hear anything from Bolu.
My home is Southeast London. But it's nice knowing I have a second home that will always be Nigeria. But born here, bred here, raised here, I think a lot of my character and personality is Black British culture, which I don't want to ignore. That is a big part of who I am. But I am also still very much Nigerian. So it's nice, I guess, having both. But I would always say London is home for me. It's all I've known, really.
It's good to know that you all guys still identify as Nigerians. You know, there are some people, it's not a choice for some people.
Yeah.
So, Bolu, then, have you had any experience with Nigeria at all?
Yes.
Okay, because you were talking about, like, them telling you what to do and what not to do and stuff like that. So, like, what was your first experience of Nigeria like, and how much did having friends that are, and identify as being Nigerian? How much did that influence?
Oh, because they made my experience like entirely. Like, if I didn't have these guys and the friends that I've made as a result of being friends with these guys, my experience in Nigeria would be very different, I think. So my first experience was a typical Detty December, which was really, really good. So this was after the point we'd already met in school and we'd already become friends and everything. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. Like, I've been holding on to that experience for years. Like, I relive it constantly. And yeah, it was so good. It was amazing. I absolutely had
So
a
thanks
time.
to Tolani and
Yeah,
Chioma.
shout out to my travel agent.
Such a travel agent.
Run it back again.
Yeah. And also to your families, because I know that
Yes,
Bolu was
because
around.
the way they embraced Bolu
Yeah.
as well, I guess. Yeah.
Bolu was around lots. So
Yeah.
thank you.
And that's the typical
Chioma's mom
Nigerian-
and dad as well. We already thanked Tolani's mom and dad. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's the typical Nigerian, I think, hospitality culture. The way they take you, kind of in. So I would say all of you meeting, maybe would be answered prayers to all of you, but especially to Bolu, because I think that was the first time Bolu was really having Nigerian connection, friendship, right?
Yeah, definitely. Up until that point, all of my Nigerian friends are Black British. So yeah, from our friendship, that's when I made a lot of international friendships based like on meeting these two, and then now obviously at university meeting more people who are also international and stuff. But
I wanted to ask about the other way around then. So when you guys moved to the UK, did having Bolu as a friend impact anything at all? Or were you guys pretty already used to, maybe you guys had visited already and stuff
Was
like
it
that?
of
So
any
you're
advantage
used to,
that you
did
guys
having Bolu as a
met?
friend change anything at all for you?
I mean, I would
terms of
come to the UK for summers, like growing up and stuff. But I feel like after meeting Bolu, I kind of got deeper into the whole Black British scene, like kind of understanding a bit of the culture more. Because just coming summers is more of like a tourist perspective, so you're not really knowing exactly.
The living
like you can
experience,
learn public transport, easy, all of that, but to really understand what goes on in the city, like having someone who grew up around it, like knowing like good spots.
Yeah,
really
teaching you
helps.
the lingo as well. Like there was,
especially the lingo.
when we first came, every time in our group chat, we're like, Bolu, what does this mean? Like, what does this mean?
I think we even turned it into a game at some point.
Yeah.
Like she would teach us something,
And then
we'd
we'll teach her
stuff,
Nigerian
like,
slang
you
as
know,
well.
like the guess what the word means. That game, we did that so much. Like it was so fun though.
Oh, you guys are actually really cute, man. I wish I feel a bit left out now, but it's okay. We also moved from Nigeria, as in our family. We moved from Nigeria to the UK. So as a parent, mom, I suppose you would have experienced what it's like for a child to move to the UK and the kind of things that they might experience in doing so. Is there anything in particular?
I think the beautiful thing about your move was the fact that you guys moved when you were teenagers already, right? So unlike someone that moved when they were just like toddlers or just early primaries, so there were different experiences, I at least one vivid one that wasn't so good experience that I know most immigrant children can connect with might be racism. So, but you guys might not. I don't. Yeah, maybe that's the kind of thing that we can talk about if you.
Did you guys experience racism, or have you?
I think Bolu experienced most of it.
Really?
I think because she was also the most social out of all three of us as well. Like she was in different very aspects of things as well, and in different groups as well. So I think she experienced it most.
Oh, okay.
And Tolani and I maybe just a little bit.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting to hear that.
Exactly. Because from my personal experience, for a very long time, I didn't know I was experiencing racism. Until you get to understand the British culture or the culture of the environment where you find yourself. There are some things, maybe because you're coming from Nigeria, Nigeria.
Very thick-skinned.
I feel very thick-skinned. People say things that you just like,
that's your business.
you just move on, that kind of things, So maybe that's why I didn't pay attention. But it was very much later on, because there are some people that they will be offended on my behalf and they'll be asking me things. That's when I was now paying attention to those things.
Yeah.
That could be your experience as well, that you felt that maybe you didn't.
But it's interesting that I don't think that they experienced it, because if they could identify it in Bolu, then they would be able to identify it in themselves.
maybe
So
Bolu
genuinely, theirs just seems to be an anomaly.
Could it be, or could it be that Bolu was talking to them more about those things?
No,
That's
I don't
why.
think so.
Ah.
I think we were all three of us were very clued up about certain things. So a lot of it, we didn't really need to say anything. Just look at each other and we're transmitting information. Like, do you know what I mean? So I think we all perceive the same things. But in terms of experience, I think it's just because I was like Chioma was saying, I was very involved in a lot of the stuff that was going on in school, like sports and stuff. Like, I played hockey. And unfortunately, in the real world, girls like me don't play hockey. So there are certain things that I was experiencing as a result of that.
Like what? Can you just give us a...
Again, it's very micro, so it's quite difficult to pinpoint, but maybe small behaviours or comments or feeling a little bit ostracised in the kind of group that I was in, where I was very much needed but didn't feel like... I don't want to say I didn't feel wanted, because that sounds so deep, but do you know what I mean? It was like I did what had to be done. Like, it got to a point where these guys knew I started dreading going to training. I just thought, I've got a whole match where I'm gone from morning till evening with these people. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, again, like we were saying, it's very micro. So a lot of the things weren't explicit, but I think we all experienced microaggressions of racism.
So it sounds as though the circle that you choose to be in can influence that experience, because it sounds like Bolu kind of maybe put herself in circles where, you know, like she says, maybe not many people that are like her or look like her, I don't know what you necessarily mean by that, are in.
Yeah,
but maybe you guys chose
sports.
your circles to be what you feel like maybe more comfortable with, people that look like you or are like you, so you didn't really have to experience a lot of otherness. Would you say that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? Okay, that's encouraging to hear though, because it's not nice to come from another country and to feel like, you know, people are being like, oh, you know, go back to where you're from. So
but how about if they actually...
good that they haven't felt
No,
that
but
way.
how about if they're actually interested in those things that typically, like Bolu says, maybe people like them are not interested, because you can't...
Okay, did you ever find people like that genuinely had interest in like Nigeria, like, oh, tell us about...
Yeah,
You
there were
did?
quite a few people. So those were kind of the people I kind of surrounded myself with in a way, because it was you were being accepted for what you are. So it was kind of easy to kind of continue that kind of communication, maybe build a level of acquaintance or friendship with them as well.
Yeah, and you can tell when they were asking you in like a genuine way of like they want to know, and then there's a way that you can tell that they're just trying to mock your country and you, and you're just like, we're not going to be
Did
friends
you
after
experience
this.
that?
I think there was some ignorance in just some people.
I'm actually happy to hear that you guys didn't or don't have horror stories to tell.
So if you guys didn't... Let's play it this way. If you guys were not in the same room with somebody like Bolu, do you think your experience would have been different? In terms of
The other,
settling
you
down,
know the other girls that were in your
settling
house. So if you were just
down
randomly
and things
chucked
like
with-
that.
I think it might have been a bit, depending on who we would have been with.
Well, I don't think it would have been wildly different.
Okay, that's
but there
really
would
good.
be slight
That's really good.
changes.
And I think this is honestly like I'm jealous of like the way you guys were brought up, because I think that is literally the best way, that best of both worlds, where you guys like, yeah, you were brought up in Nigeria, but you guys still had exposure to the West. And so like coming here wasn't like a huge deal to any of you. It was just like, yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Whereas some people, for example, it's like, okay, they see leaving Nigeria as like escaping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Other people, they couldn't fathom the idea of being Nigerian at all or wanted to associate. And I love how you guys are hybrid of that. And it really shows as well, I think, in your like courage and your confidence and your self-assuredness.
Yeah.
So I think your parents, honestly, a big
Yeah.
shout out to them. And I think that's a real blueprint. I think it's a real blueprint that I definitely covet. I've always said that I want my kids to go to boarding school in Nigeria for a couple of years, because I think there's a certain groundedness and grit that people that have kind of lived in that kind of environment tend to have.
Yeah.
There's a certain sort of, like I say, courage, like confidence, that kind of thing. Although you guys, the Nigeria that you people experience.
It's not really average Nigerian. Yeah.
These are rich kids. So
These are.
these ones.
But even saying that for them, because this summer you're doing some summer you're working.
Yeah.
Really?
That wouldn't have
Yeah,
okay.
yes. That wouldn't have been their experience if they were in Nigeria, most likely.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah. They're working.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I probably would have found myself some sort of summer internship if I was there.
Internship, yes.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well,
I'd
it
be
won't be
doing
like
something.
a walking at like a Tesco that we might have been doing now. Like it'll be more like trying to actually just
Intentionally, intentionally putting them on a particular path that they know that, not the way they're working. Yeah.
So why do you like bother
Find the
here?
need to do that.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice, right?
I'm trying to start saving. I'm almost 20. I need to
get my bag
financially
up.
Stable.
Come on now. Wow.
I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Wow.
And obviously, like, it's not that deep, but obviously, like, the exchange rate back home, like, always just sending money is just long as well. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I feel like if I'm trying to ask my parents for money, I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I just asked you last week, I'm asking you again. I'm just going to be like, no, okay, let me try and get my own money in a way, just so I'm not always just, like, asking as well.
And it's also, like, a sense of self, like, I got this money myself, like, I worked this hard to get X amount. So it's also, it just makes you feel better, but also it helps you build certain skills, like, because especially if you're doing customer service, you're interacting with a lot of people you normally wouldn't meet. So I feel like it does develop your social skills in general, especially to kind of, not necessarily like be able to code switch better, but be able to integrate yourself in rooms you normally wouldn't put yourself in if you didn't have to.
That's really good. Is that a common sentiment amongst like people within your circle? So people that maybe went to similar schools to you back home and have come?
I'd say like maybe about like quarter kind of on the same
I hear that,
wavelength.
yeah.
But majority of people, no.
So what then is the common sentiment within you people's circle? Like
Just to vibe and live, I guess.
And I like that, honestly. I like that.
what?
No, I'm not talking about just surviving and living, right? I'm like
No,
the
not
fact that
surviving. They're not surviving.
I'm like
they're
you.
vibing.
We know
Like,
they are,
their
yeah.
lifestyles are being funded. It's
I
not
like
survival. There's a
I like the
difference.
fact that they can think, not that their parents can afford, but they
these
just
two, yeah.
yes, but that they can think, I need to have mine. Let me just do mine. Let me just do something, Even if they don't do it, they will still be okay. I know they will still be okay. But and I think that's one of the things Nigeria gives you. It gives you that, you talked about great confidence and all that. It makes you can want to go out and you want to do stuff yourself. That's Nigeria and Nigerians everywhere in the world. And that's why people will say whenever they get to, it appears they take over. It's not that they take over. It's just that thing is in. If you live in Nigeria, for instance, I think you kind of get that particular, those traits. But I'm actually impressed because not many, I don't want to be saying rich kids, but it's a
Nepo babies.
Okay, you call them. would go to the foreign countries, and they still want to continue to flex rather than work. And you guys, so well done, you guys. Well done. It's a good thing,
They are really
You're
great.
building something,
That was, I think, one of the things that allowed us to bond so quickly. Like, even though that you guys are like the international babes or whatever, they're so like grounded and human and normal that we were able to still just bond so quickly. Because I think maybe if you were like raised differently or had different experiences, we might not have been able to connect on a level if I felt like you were out of touch or whatever. But we all know how to touch grass. So I think that was what allowed us to bond in the way we did.
Good. Okay, so it's Detty December. I want you guys to
Yeah.
picture. It's Detty December, yeah? So you've been stuck in traffic for 3 hours. I don't know, you're on Third Mainland or whatever. Third Mainland Bridge. For those that don't quite understand.
In Lagos,
Nigeria.
That's only Lagos. And Lagos is just one state out of 36
Yes,
states.
but that's where
I
they
need
live.
to put that out.
So that's why I'm trying to keep it familiar. And that's the only place Bolu's really been to as well, isn't it? So yeah. So you're on Third Mainland Bridge, and you've been in traffic for like 3 hours now. The event that you were going to started 5 hours ago. What do you do?
Truly, that event didn't
The
start
artist
5
hasn't
hours
come out
ago.
Yeah, like you keep going because
They're still setting up.
They've been in traffic for 3 hours.
The thing, first of all, I would never be on Third Mainland Bridge. Like, I don't know what event is on the mainland that I'm going to, but
on the
true,
situation. So what if?
on the context, yes. I will still end up going. I've gotten ready. I'm already in that traffic. To go back is going to be another 3 hours. I might as well have a good time before I head back home.
And plus, everyone else going to that event is probably on the same bridge with you. So as you get there, the party's just starting because everyone's getting there at the same time. So it's okay.
You guys know.
People are Nigerians to the core.
As long as your phone is charged, you can get something to eat. You'll be okay.
And you can do that in
You'll be
traffic. You
okay.
can get something to eat in
Yeah.
traffic.
Yes, you can. You can even buy. You can buy a bowl of rice in traffic.
Like, there's nothing that's impossible. Okay, so speaking of that,
That's
then
Lagos traffic.
I want to know like you guys' first Detty December experience because you guys lived there.
Yeah.
So when did Detty December like become a thing that you guys actually experienced?
I'd say because more recently, that's when it was given the name Dirty December. But beforehand, it was just like a regular
Christmas.
December. Like it was just a time where people who had gone abroad earlier would come back. You kind of reunite with people you haven't seen all year. You hang with family you haven't seen for a while. And then obviously there are numerous parties, concerts going on, which have always been on for a while. So I'd say, I don't know, when my parents started allowing me go out.
Yeah, I feel
Like,
there's also an age
later.
thing on it as well.
Maybe I was about 15. The first time I went to a concert in Lagos, but I went with my older sister, so still had some kind of supervision. But the first time I went out on my own with my friends, I was probably about 16, yeah. So I'd say maybe that's when it started. But when was it that Dirty December came about? Maybe it was that year as well.
Something around,
Yeah.
within. How about yourself, Chioma? What was your own first Dirty December experience like?
Yeah,
I don't know if I can remember, honestly.
Oh, really? Was it that long ago?
Yeah, I don't think, it was always just like normal Decembers. Like, I think there was obviously a point that you start to you're allowed to go out later. So I think that's when your Dirty December kind of starts.
Yeah.
Like there's no more, obviously there's still a curve, kind of.
there is. There's always one.
There is kind of still a curfew, but obviously before it'll be like, okay, get home by like 10 or something, or get home by like midnight. But now obviously like we're pushing the bounds of, okay, just come home. just come home.
But I think it's all about communication. If you communicate with your parents where you're
they'll
going
be fine
to,
with it.
when you're leaving next location to go to the next one, you build that trust. So then
Yes.
they let you
Having a way to
continue.
get there, way to
Yeah.
get back, if they know who you're with. Like, my mom is fine if she knows where you're going, how you're going to get there, how you're going to get back, like, maybe who I'm going to be with as well. Then, yeah. And she's just like, if I text you, please just reply.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so between the three of you, I think you guys should actually be able to like advise like a Dirty December, like, I don't know, starter pack kind of thing, or like the 3 things you must know if you're going to Lagos, because some people are actually going to Lagos this year for this December for the first time.
Okay, maybe we should actually ask, are you guys doing Dirty December this year?
Always.
So between the 3 of you guys are...
She's back again.
Welcome.
Never left.
So between the 3 of you guys should be able to give, okay, let's say one, I don't know, tip or whatever each about Dirty
For
December.
anyone that wants to come,
for anyone
right?
that's planning to come to Lagos December 2025. What would you say they need to know or they need to do? Or
I would draw a lot of emphasis on having a friend or multiple, having people that you can do stuff with. That was, again, the biggest thing for me. I can't imagine what my first experience of Dirty December would have been like without having friends there.
I'd say always have like a means of communication, like whether that be get a SIM to be able to make calls, send messages, or get portable Wi-Fi, because you never know when things can happen. You might get lost, car might break down. You need to be able to call people, tell them where you're at. I say also, if you're going with people, have their locations. I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
Just to, even if you're together, you might split up at an event just to always regroup at the end. I feel like that's very important to always do.
I'll just say, like, when it just comes to going out, obviously, like, you might not have a driver, you might just be Ubering and stuff, but always still just be careful as well. Like, obviously, like, Ubering there is fine and all of that, but just be careful. Just because also when you're going out, especially like if it's late at night, there are like police checkpoints as well. So when you're going through there, like, me personally, every time I get stopped, like, I never say anything. I always just let the driver do the talking, just because I don't know what to say or anything. And like, the police, like, it just depends. Some days, like, they could be very on it, like, no, we want to search the car, you need to give us something. So I'm just like, just be very careful and like be very aware of your surroundings when you're going out as well.
Hold your belongings.
Hold your phone. Hold your phone. Hold your bag. Hold your fan.
Hold yourself.
Power bank.
Because especially going to a concert event afterwards is always hectic. Even getting there, hectic. So as you're holding people, just hold your friends tight like this as you're walking in. If you can see that something is looking dangerous, like if there's a fight, don't go and look.
Yeah.
Don't go and look. Just like
find your way home.
Always keep yourself safe, but put that phone in your bag. You don't need to be taking snaps as you're walking. You can take the snaps when you get in
your pocket.
Yeah.
Wow, you can tell these guys are they're seasoned.
They have the experience.
For real. No, honestly, thank you all so much. I think, you guys have brought the youthfulness
Yes.
to the podcast. And Gen Z always have a way, man. You guys are trying. Well done.
Yeah, and maybe,
Clack it. Nobody would realize that I'm very much Gen Z as well, but you know. But like, what was I look for? Tolani looked down. She said, well. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
We at this point will hope that you have subscribed already. If the girls' pretty faces haven't been enough, then I don't know what is.
No, I'm sure they are just
honestly. And please also, of course, turn on the notifications bell and don't forget to follow us on all our social media. We're at the Japada Pod. Do you girls have anything that you want to like promote or shout out before we round up?
Follow _the Braid House.
If you're based in Loughborough, Leicester, Nottingham, Midlands, in fact.
Okay.
If you want your hair to look like this,
Yeah.
I've got you. Yeah. For the babes that want their braids to look like it got done in Lagos,
Yeah.
She's got you.
She's
got you.
just be coming.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Really grateful. I was going to say, let's cheers to the Diaspora Diaries
And Detty December.
and to Detty December.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Detty December 2025. Oh, man. Okay, see you next time.
Bye.